The Stellar Haven glided through the velvet expanse of the auroral veil, its sleek hull catching the faint shimmer of distant stars. The ship's engines hummed a low, steady song, a gentle vibration that pulsed through the decks like a heartbeat, comforting and constant. On the bridge, the air was warm, scented with a faint metallic tang of recycled air and the subtle glow of holographic consoles. The panoramic viewport stretched wide, framing a cosmic tapestry of swirling violet and indigo, where ribbons of light danced like whispers of forgotten dreams. Welcome to Be Cozy's Stellar Haven Saga, a cozy sci-fi sleep story series crafted to lull you into a deep sleep. Captain Elara Vyn stood near the command chair, her hands clasped loosely behind her back, her dark eyes fixed on the nebula ahead. The Heart of Auralis, they called it, a radiant cloud of gas and dust that pulsed with soft, prismatic light, as if the universe itself were breathing. Her uniform, a deep blue tunic with silver accents, rustled softly as she shifted her weight, the fabric brushing against her skin like a familiar friend. The neural link communicator at her temple gave a faint chime, a delicate sound that blended with the hum of the ship, grounding her in the moment. She tapped the console beside her, its surface cool and smooth under her fingertips, and began to record her log. Her voice was steady, low and melodic, each word chosen with care, as if weaving a lullaby for the stars themselves. Captain's log, cycle 47.2, she began, her words drifting into the quiet of the bridge. The Stellar Haven continues its journey through the auroral veil, guided by the faint signal of the Luminara entities we encountered in the verdant expanse. Their call, soft as a whisper, has led us to this nebula, the Heart of Auralis. It glows with a warmth that feels alive, as if it holds secrets waiting to be uncovered. The crew is calm, their spirits lifted by the beauty before us, and I find myself reflecting on the path that brought us here. Elara paused, her gaze tracing the nebula's curves, where tendrils of light curled like petals unfurling in slow motion. The bridge was a haven of soft sounds, the gentle beep of a sensor, the rustle of a crew member adjusting in their seat, the distant hum of the quantum fold drive deep within the ship's core. It was a symphony of serenity, each note blending into the next, wrapping the crew in a cocoon of tranquility. Her thoughts drifted to her homeworld, Solara, where the skies shimmered with auroras not unlike the veil. As a child, she would lie on the grassy dunes, staring up at the colors that danced above, imagining they were stories told by the stars. The memory brought a gentle smile to her lips, her breath slowing as she spoke again. "I've been dreaming of those skies lately," she continued, her voice softer now, almost a murmur. "A starry haven, my people called it, a place where the cosmos feels close enough to touch. Here, in the heart of Auralis, I feel that same wonder, that same pull towards something greater. The crew shares this sense of purpose, this quiet anticipation. We are explorers, yes, but also seekers of connection, of understanding. The Luminara signal is faint, but it grows stronger as we approach the nebula's core. I trust it will guide us as it has before." The console glowed faintly under her fingers, its holographic display casting a soft blue light across her face. She glanced at the crew around her, Navigator Soren Cade at his station, his fingers dancing over a hologrid with practiced ease. Xenobiologist Lyra Thorne, her head tilted as she studied a scan of the nebula's composition. Engineer Kai Ren, his voice a low hum as he murmured to himself about the fold drive's calibration. They were her family, bound not by blood but by the shared rhythm of this journey, their presence as comforting as the ship's steady hum. Elara's eyes returned to the viewport, where the nebula seemed to pulse in time with her thoughts. The colors shifted, violet deepening to amethyst, indigo softening to a misty blue, each hue a brushstroke on the canvas of space. She imagined the Luminara, those ethereal beings of light and energy, watching from within the nebula, their presence a gentle invitation to explore, to discover, to listen. The Heart of Auralis is unlike anything we've seen, she said, her voice a soothing cadence. Its light is soft, its presence warm, like a hearth in the vastness of the cosmos. I can feel the crew's curiosity, their quiet excitement, mirrored in the hum of the ship around us. Whatever lies ahead, we will face it together with open hearts and steady hands. She paused again, letting the silence settle, heavy with possibility. The bridge was still, save for the faint rustle of fabric and the occasional chime of a console. The nebula loomed closer now, its edges filling the viewport with a glow that felt almost tangible, like a blanket of light draped across the stars. Elara's breath slowed, her chest rising and falling in time with the ship's rhythm, her thoughts drifting like stardust. As we enter the nebula, I am reminded of why we venture into the unknown, she concluded, her voice barely above a whisper, each word a gentle nudge toward sleep. Not for conquest, not for glory, but for the simple joy of seeing, of knowing, of being part of something vast and beautiful. The Heart of Auralis calls to us, and we answer step by step, star by star, into its embrace. The recording ended with a soft click, the console's light fading as Elara stepped back. The bridge remained quiet, the crew's focus steady, their movements slow and deliberate. Outside, the nebula glowed, its light spilling across the Stellar Haven's hull, bathing the ship in a serene radiance. The journey had begun anew, and in this moment, all was calm. All was wonder, all was the promise of dreams yet to unfold. The Stellar Haven's bridge glowed with the Heart of Auralis's violet and sapphire swirls, the nebula's light casting a serene shimmer across the consoles. The air was warm, scented with ionized circuits, the engines humming a steady lullaby through the deck. Captain Elara Vyn stood at the center, her uniform rustling softly, her dark eyes reflecting the nebula's glow. The neural link communicator at her temple chimed faintly, blending with the ship's hum, a soothing anchor in the quiet. Soren, what do the scans show? Elara asked, her voice low, melodic, each word a gentle ripple like a breeze across Solara's dunes. Navigator Soren Cade's fingers glided over his hologrid, its light bathing his face in blue. The nebula's dense, Captain, he said, his tone soft, cautious. A crystalline asteroid field ahead emits harmonic patterns, like a song. It's interfering with our sensors, making navigation tricky. Elara nodded, her smile calm, stepping toward the viewport. The asteroids sparkled, their prisms dancing in the nebula's light, their hum a faint vibration through the hull. A singing nebula, she murmured, her voice soothing, lulling. clarify the patterns, Soren. Soren's brow furrowed, his fingers pausing. The harmonics are rhythmic, structured, like a melody, he said slowly. But the field's density could challenge our course. From the science station, Lyra Thorne spoke, her voice clear like a Verdantian breeze. The crystals might amplify the Luminara signal, she said, her hollow screen glowing. Analyzing their structure could help us. Alara's smile warmed, the nebula's light in her eyes. Good thinking, Lyra, she said, her words a gentle nudge toward calm. Kai, can you adjust the sensors? Engineer Kai Ren nodded, his console glowing, his voice warm as Iridian sands. I'll tune the array to filter the harmonics, he said, his fingers tapping softly. It's like finding the right note in a song. The bridge hummed with quiet purpose, consoles beeping softly, uniforms rustling. The nebula pulsed outside, its colors shifting, violet to amethyst, sapphire to mist, a dreamlike canvas. Alara's breath slowed, her thoughts drifting to Solara's auroras, their glow echoing the nebula's light. Chart a gentle course, Soren, she said, her voice a whisper, each word spaced to lull. Lyra, analyze the crystals. Kai, calibrate the sensors. We'll move forward together into the nebula's heart. The crew worked in harmony, their movements slow, the nebula's glow wrapping them in serenity. The Stellar Haven sailed on, its hum a lullaby, guiding the listeners into the stars' embrace. The Stellar Haven drifted toward the Heart of Auralis, the nebula's violet glow illuminating the crystalline asteroids ahead, their prisms sparkling like stars. The ship's engines hummed softly, a comforting pulse through the deck, while the asteroids' harmonic resonance vibrated gently, a soothing song in the air. The bridge was warm, scented with circuitry, consoles casting a soft glow. Captain Elara Vyn stood by the viewport, her uniform rustling, her eyes reflecting the nebula's light. Her communicator chimed faintly, blending with the hum. Soren, status? She asked, her voice melodic, each word a gentle wave. Soren Cade adjusted his hologrid, its light soft on his face. We're nearing the asteroid field, Captain, he said, his tone steady. The harmonics are strong, clouding our sensors. A shudder ran through the ship, the engine's hum faltering briefly, consoles flickering. Alara turned to Engineer Kai Ren, her voice calm, inviting. Kai, what's happening? Kai's fingers moved over his console, its glow warm. The full drive's coils are disrupted by the asteroid's harmonics, he said, his voice like Iridian sands. It's not critical, just a puzzle. The crystal's song is throwing off our calibration. Alara's smile was serene, her boots whispering on the deck as she stepped closer. The asteroids glowed, their hum resonating in her chest, like Solara's auroras. A harmonic puzzle, she murmured, her words soothing. Can you recalibrate? Kai nodded, his analyzer beeping softly. I'll analyze the patterns, he said. It's like tuning an instrument, finding the right frequency. Lyra Thorne spoke from her station, her voice clear like a Verdantian stream. The harmonics may tie to the Luminara signal, she said, her scanner glowing. The crystals could be amplifiers. Isolating their frequency might help the drive. Alara's eyes warmed, the nebula's light dancing within them. Excellent, Lyra, she said, her voice a lullaby. Work with Kai. Soren, keep us steady. We'll solve this together. The bridge hummed with quiet focus, consoles beeping, the nebula's glow spilling across the deck. Alara's breath slowed, her thoughts drifting to Solara's starry nights. The asteroid's song was an invitation, not a threat, guiding them deeper into the nebula. Listen to the nebula's melody, Elara said softly, each word spaced to lull. Kai, recalibrate. Lyra, analyze. Soren, guide us. We'll find harmony, step by step. The crew worked in silence, their movements deliberate, the nebula's light a serene embrace. The Stellar Haven sailed forward, its hum steady. The celestial lounge glowed with amber light, a cozy haven within the Stellar Haven. The viewport framed the Heart of Auralis, its violet swirls and crystalline asteroids casting a serene glow. The air carried spiced tea's warmth, mingling with the ship's hum and the asteroid's faint song, a lullaby weaving through the walls. Captain Elara Vyn sat on a cushioned bench, her mug warm in her hands, her uniform rustling softly, her eyes reflecting the nebula's light. The crew gathered, their presence a quiet comfort. Soren Cade traced his mug's rim, Lyra Thorne perched on a stool, Terran Vox leaned by the viewport, her Lyra Vox glinting. Dr. Cale Thryme sat cross-legged, his smile soft. The lounge hummed with calm, mugs clinking, fabric rustling, the nebula's glow a gentle embrace. This nebula feels alive, Elara said, her voice melodic, each word a soothing ripple. Its song reminds me of Solara's auroras. What does it stir in you? Soren spoke softly, his tone like a Signarin data stream. It's like my homeworld's networks, a rhythmic pulse, a puzzle to solve. Alara's smile warmed, her breath slow. We'll solve it together, she murmured, her words lulling. Lyra? Lyra's eyes shone, her voice clear like Verdantian leaves. On Verdantia, starbloom groves glowed, pulsing with life, she said. The nebula's crystals feel the same, alive, tied to the Luminara. The asteroid's hum pulsed faintly, echoing Lyra's words, wrapping the lounge in calm. Terran's fingers brushed her Lyravox, a soft note blending with the hum. Harmonia's lullabies taught us every world has a melody, she said, her voice a song. This nebula sings to us. Elara sipped her tea, its warmth grounding her, thoughts drifting to Solara's starry nights. The crew's stories wove a tapestry of hope, easing the drive's falter. These stories bind us, she said softly, each word spaced to lull. The nebula's song guides us, and we'll listen together. The lounge hushed, the nebula's glow spilling across the room, the ship's hum a steady pulse. The crew's voices faded, their presence warm, carrying the listeners into a serene cosmic dream. The aurora's whisper glided through the Heart of Auralis, its hum a soft lullaby, the nebula's violet glow framing the crystalline asteroids' prisms. Inside, the air was warm, scented with recycled oxygen, holographic displays casting a gentle glow. Captain Elara Vyn piloted, her uniform rustling, her eyes reflecting the nebula's light. Kai Ren monitored systems, his fingers tapping softly. Lyra Thorne held her scanner, her gaze bright with curiosity. We're nearing the largest asteroid, Elara said, her voice melodic, each word a gentle wave. Its harmonics are strong. Let's find the Luminara's trace. The shuttle landed softly, its thud blending with the asteroid's hum. The viewport glowed with prisms, amethyst, sapphire, dancing like Stellar auroras. Elara led the team out, their boots crunching on crystal, the sound soothing like snow underfoot. The nebula's light bathed them, their envirosuits glowing faintly, the hum resonating in their chests. Lyra's scanner beeped, its light mingling with the crystals. "There are carvings here," she said, her voice clear like a Verdantian stream, ancient, swirling, tied to the Luminara. Elara knelt, her fingers tracing the smooth carvings, their glow warm like Solara's starry nights. "They feel alive," she murmured, her words lulling. "Kai, what do you see?" Kai's analyzer glowed, its beeps soft. "The carvings channel harmonic energy," he said, his voice warm as iridian sands, like ancient tech amplifying the nebula's song. The asteroid shimmered, its hum a gentle pulse, the nebula's colors a cosmic dream. Elara's smile warmed, her breath slow. "Lyra, scan for bioluminescence," she said softly, each word spaced to soothe. "Kai, map the harmonics. We'll uncover this story together." The team worked in harmony, their movements deliberate, the asteroid's song weaving through the silence. The aurora's whisper glowed behind them, a beacon in the nebula's light. The crystalline asteroid glowed under the Heart of Auralis, its prisms refracting violet and sapphire light, a cosmic dream around Captain Elara Vyn. Her boots crunched softly, the hum resonating through her envirosuit, warm like Solara's auroras. Kyren's analyzer cast a gentle glow. Lyra Thorn's scanner beeped faintly, their suits shimmering in the nebula's embrace. The aurora's whisper rested behind, its hum blending with the asteroid's song. "Lyra, any findings?" Elara asked, her voice melodic, each word a soothing ripple through the communicators. Lyra's scanner glowed, her voice clear like a Verdantian stream. "The carvings lead to a cavern," she said. "There's a bioluminescent energy signature, a dormant Luminara node." Elara's smile warmed, her eyes reflecting the nebula. "Lead on, Lyra," she murmured. The cavern's walls shimmered, the hum a gentle chorus. A crystalline node pulsed faintly, golden and alive. Lyra stepped forward, her scanner beeping. "We can awaken it with a harmonic pulse," she said, her tone steady, confident. "It'll stabilize the fold drive." Kai's analyzer glowed, his voice warm as iridian sands. "I'll sync the pulse to the drive's coils," he said, like tuning a melody. Elara nodded, her breath slow, in time with the hum. "Lyra, take the lead," she said softly. "Kai, assist. We'll awaken it gently." Lyra adjusted her scanner, its chime echoing the node's hum. Kai's grid shimmered, aligning frequencies. The node's glow brightened, golden light spilling across the cavern, its hum a melodic lullaby. The air shimmered, the nebula's colors filtering through, wrapping them in serenity. "It's awake," Lyra whispered, her eyes bright with pride. The signal's clear and the drive stable. Elara's chest warmed, her voice a lullaby. "Well done, Lyra," she said. "Kai, confirm with the ship." Kai's analyzer beeped. "Drives synced," he said. "We're ready to move." The cavern glowed, the nodes light a beacon, the hum guiding them back to the shuttle. Alara's thoughts drifted to Solara, to starry havens, the nebula's song a promise of wonder. "Let's return," she murmured, each word lulling. "The node's song leads us forward into the stars." The team moved slowly, the asteroids hum a cosmic lullaby. The aurora's whisper glided through the heart of Auralis, its hum a soft lullaby, the nebula's violet glow bathing its hull. Inside, the air was warm, holographic displays casting a gentle light. Captain Elara Vyn piloted, her uniform rustling, her eyes reflecting the nebula. Kai Ren monitored systems. Lyra Thorne sat with her scanner, her confidence glowing softly. "The node's signal is strong," Elara said, her voice melodic, each word a soothing wave. "Kai, any word from the ship?" Kai's hollow panel glowed, his voice warm as iridian sands. "Full drive stable, Captain," he said. "The node's harmonic synced the coils. We're operational." Alara's smile warmed, her breath slow. "Well done, Lyra," she said, her words lulling. "Your insight was the key." Lyra's eyes shone, her voice clear like a Verdantian stream. "It felt like Verdantia's star blooms," she said. "The node's part of something bigger." The shuttle docked, its thud soft, the Stellar Haven's bay glowing like a hearth. The corridors hummed, amber light warming the air. Elara led to the bridge, her boots whispering, thoughts drifting to Solara's auroras. The viewport glowed with the nebula's light, asteroids sparkling faintly. Soren Cade greeted them, his voice steady. "Drive's fully operational, Captain," he said. "We're ready to follow the signal." Elara nodded, her smile serene. "Set a course, Soren," she said softly. "Lyra, Kai, excellent work." The bridge hummed with calm, consoles beeping, Terran Vox's Lyra Vox glinting, Kale Thryme's presence steady. The nebula pulsed outside, its colors, violet, sapphire, a cosmic dream. Elara stood by the command chair, her breath in time with the ship's hum, the crew's unity a warm tapestry. "We sail deeper into the nebula," she murmured, her voice a lullaby. "The node's song guides us, step by step, into harmony." The Stellar Haven moved forward, its hull bathed in light as it sailed smoothly through the heart of Auralis, its sleek hull bathed in the nebula's violet and sapphire glow, a gentle silhouette gliding through a cosmic dream. The ship's engines hummed a steady, comforting pulse, their rhythm weaving through the decks like a lullaby, constant and warm, a heartbeat that cradled the crew in its embrace. The bridge was a sanctuary of soft light, the panoramic viewport framing the nebula's swirling colors, where the crystalline asteroids sparkled faintly in the distance, their harmonic song now a gentle echo in the ship's systems. The air carried the faint scent of ionized circuits and the subtle freshness of recycled oxygen, a familiar comfort that wrapped the crew in serenity. Captain Elara Vyn stood near the command console, her hands clasped loosely behind her, her dark eyes reflecting the nebula's prismatic light. Her uniform, deep blue with silver threads, rustled softly as she shifted, the fabric brushing against her skin like a whisper of home. The neural link communicator at her temple chimed faintly, a delicate sound blending with the ship's hum, grounding her in the quiet moment. The journey had begun anew, and in this moment, all was calm, all was wonder, all was the promise of dreams yet to unfold. Elara tapped the console, its surface cool, and began her log. "Captain's log, cycle 47.3, she said, her voice melodic, each word a soothing ripple. The Stellar Haven sails deeper into the auroral veil, guided by the Luminara node's light. Its song has restored our drive, leading us to the stars." The nebula swirled outside, violet fading to amethyst, a cosmic dream. Elara's thoughts drifted to Solara's auroras, their glow echoing the nebula. "The heart of Auralis sings of harmony," she murmured, her words lulling. "The Luminara's network calls us, and we follow, step by step." The crew's presence warmed the bridge, Soren's steady focus, Lyra's new confidence, Kai's warm smile. "Our unity lights our path," Elara said softly, each word a nudge toward sleep. "The node is a beacon, guiding us to wonder." The ship's hum pulsed, the nebula's light spilling across the deck, a serene embrace. Elara's voice faded, a whisper carrying the listeners into dreams. If you enjoyed this sleep story, subscribe now to be notified of the next cozy sleep story from Be Cozy. Good night.